A very good afternoon to you and welcome to our lunchtime news. I'm Sandro Ferdinando. We'll start off with a look at your headlines. Passport of MP Vimal Veeravansa released subjected to a bond of 100,000 rupees. State Minister Priyanka Rajaratne summoned before the Presidential Commission of Inquiry to investigate into large-scale fraud and corruption. Team deployed to audit the number of weapons aboard the avant-garde vessel. Landslide near the 6th mile post of the Kandy Jaffna A9 road. 40 families evacuated in Balimada owing to the landslide warning. And now your stories in detail. The Negombo Magistrate Court has ordered that the passport of the leader of the National Freedom Front, MP Vimal Veeravansa, to be released subject to a bond of 100,000 rupees. The MP was arrested on Friday by the CID at the Katunayak International Airport over an issue regarding his passport and later produced before the Negombo Magistrates Court. A team of officers was deployed today to commence investigations.
අද මේ නඩුව දෙවෙනි වතාවට කැඳෙව්වා. මේ නඩුව අද කැඳෙව්වේ ඇත්තටම අපකාරයින්ගේ ලේඛන පරීක්ෂා.
The case was taken up for the second time today. The case was taken up today to inspect bail application and to release the passport of MP Vimal Veeravansa. At court, the CID agreed to the release of the new passport of the MP, which is the valid one. The case was postponed until the 3rd of May 2016.
ඒ අනුව මේ නඩුව ලබන අවුරුද්දේ මැයි මාසේ 3 වෙනිදා දක්වා කල් තැබුණා ඉදිරි කටයුතු සඳහා. දැන් මෙතන ඇත්තටම බරපතල තත්ත්වයක් තිබ්බනම් මම හිතන්නේ.
If the situation was of a serious nature, I do not think that court would have released my passport today. There is no ban on my overseas travel either. The actions taken by courts prove that the case is not as serious as the CID tried to show it.
පොලිසිය පෙන්නන තරමේ බරපතල ප්‍රශ්නයක් මෙතන තිබිලා නැති බව.
A team of officers was deployed today to commence investigations aboard the avant-garde vessel. Secretary to the Presidential Commission of Inquiry into investigate large-scale fraud and corruption, Lascelles de Silva, said that permission was obtained by the IGP in this regard. Lascelles de Silva said that the team would carry out an audit to assess the number of weapons stored aboard the avant-garde vessel. Former Minister of Civil Aviation Priyanka Rajaratne was summoned to the Presidential Commission of Inquiry to investigate and inquire into serious acts of fraud, corruption and abuse of power, state resources and privileges. The Secretary to the Presidential Commission of Inquiry, Lascelles de Silva, said that the former minister was summoned over a complaint received by the Commission with regard to the irregularities in connection with the Sri Lankan Airlines catering service. 40 families of areas which fall under jurisdiction of the Balimada Gram Niladhari division have been evacuated to identify the signs of a landslide. Assistant Director at the Disaster Management Centre in the Badul district, ELM Udayakumara, said that a team of officers from the National Building Research Organisation will be inspecting the area today. Now, as a result of heavy showers, the Kiran Topigal road attached to the Walachena Police Division was inundated. The police media unit said that around 1 kilometer of the road in question is inundated. In the 24 hours ending at 8:30 this morning, the highest rainfall was 191.2 millimeters was recorded in Chavakacheri Batiklo. The Disaster Management Centre notes that the rock slide warning issued along the Gampola Dolu road has been further extended.
Rain has been reported in many districts around the country as per the district disaster management unit, especially in the eastern area. And spill gates been open since yesterday and runtime bans around some of the reservoirs, but people need to be vigilant with that situation. Signs for the landslides been identified in Badulla Valley Madder Road. So in two GN divisions been identified, Allakola, Gala and Boragas. So National Building and Research Organization and District Disaster Management Unit are observing the area. It's around 40 families will be affected, but still their NBRO's report has to come out, and it's depend on the National Building and Research Organization's observation. So they will decide whether to remove all 40 families to a safe area. Still they are observing the situation.
As a result of heavy showers, a mound of earth had collapsed to an entire lane and 6-kilometer post along A9 road from Kandy to Jaffna. Our correspondent said that a heavy traffic congestion was reported this morning as a result. The landslide had also disrupted the supply of water and electricity in the area. Our correspondent said that vehicle movement has been limited to one lane. Mount of Earth also collapsed the road along the proposed Halila middle-class housing scheme in Badulla. Our correspondent said that the general public in the vicinity have therefore been evacuated. The police said that the individual with a child who was attempting to cross over from a lake met with the incident. The child who had held onto a tree branch was rescued, however, the other individual was reported missing. The body was found around 1 kilometer away from the help of the area residents. The deceased was a 71-year-old from Gunvillagama, Dinpitia. According to the Department of Meteorology, due to an atmospheric disturbance, showery weather would continue to prevail over the eastern half of the country. The department forecasted that showers or thunder showers would occur at times in the northern, north central, eastern and Ua provinces and in the Hambantota district. It added that heavy rainfalls exceeding 100 millimeters are also likely at some places. Now, thunder showers would develop at some most parts of elsewhere after 2 p.m. Up next is News in Brief. The body of the man who had jumped into the Karen River after being chased after by the police has been found. The assistance of the Navy was sought yesterday to look for the man who is believed to have been drowned. The police media unit said that a team of police officers belonging to the Modera police were dispatched to carry out a raid in search of heroin in the area which falls under the jurisdiction of the Grand Pass police. The police media spokesperson says that the man had jumped into the well after being chased after by the police as he was a wanted suspect in connection with a drug racket. In more news, the ban on begging in trains will come into effect from the 1st of next month. Railway Commercial Superintendent Cicero Kumara said that the ban had existed before but had not been implemented properly. Orders have been made to permanently ban begging in trains and considering the number of complaints received. The 16-year-old schoolboy who was severely injured as a result of a wooden stick piercing through his neck after he fell off a tree in Bulat Sinhala has been transferred to a special ward at the Colombo National Hospital. A hospital spokesperson said that the student is currently receiving treatment at the intensive care unit of the hospital. Relatives of the boy said that the incident took place around 10 a.m. yesterday when the child fell off a mango tree in a paddy field close to his house. The boy, who was initially admitted to the Bulat Singhal District Hospital with the assistance of the locals in the area, was later transferred to the Horana Base Hospital. According to our correspondent, the child was thereafter transferred to the Colombo National Hospital. The child, Tushara Indunil, is a student of the Bulat Singhal Central College. Director of the National Hospital, Dr. Anil Jasingha, said that a team of doctors at the hospital are in effort to save the child's life. The petition filed against Kumaran Padmanathan, alias KP, a former leader of the LTTE by JVP MP Vijay Herath, was taken up before court today. Additional Solicitor General Jayanta Jayasuriya said that 4 reports were presented to courts based on the allegations levelled against KP. The judge questioned as to whether the petitioner was given a copy of those reports. Jayasuriya said that the petitioner could obtain a copy through the court registry. The petition will be taken up again on the 12th of November.